destination mark.
Ooh, okay. Where do we begin? Hey guys, how's it going? Marcelo here, and 3 different areas for 3 different kinds of games. We've got some news. So I'm gonna go over them one by one and just give my spiel on these rumors and all this hearsay and all this stuff. So I guess let's get Crash out of the way. Why not? So we've got some details here about a potential definitive release date for the trilogy, and one source said it was going to come out May 26th, and then another source said, so we're ditching February altogether. We've got one source saying May 26th, and very, very recently we've got another, 2 Czech sources from different Czech Republic retailers saying June 30th. So this kind of leads into what I was personally thinking about the release date for the trilogy, where summer at the absolute latest could be a potential release date. So I'm thinking June 30th seems seems far, but I guess what can tide us over is if Crash This is what I get for filming on Trash Day. God damn it. Where was I? They could potentially show off Crash stuff at E3 if the June 30th date is real. If the May 26th date is what ends up being real, there's no reason to show off Crash at E3. So, I don't know. That's just kind of like, I always had it in my head how I was saying, and I've said it before on camera, that we've got, it could be anywhere from spring at the absolute earliest, like around March, April-ish, or maybe more of April, mid to late April / early May, or late May to early-ish, middle-ish June, during the summertime for the absolute latest. But if we get it at the, if we get it in late June, I mean, it's still in June, so it's still during the summer, so it still falls within what I was saying. That might be a better time for it to come out, just so that way we can get as much development time and whatever else is possible, because who knows how far Vicarious Visions is into this, and they might just need to iron out bugs and do all the technical stuff and all that. So that's what I think for that. But May 26th, June 30th, which one do you guys think of those 2 might be the more realistic actual release date? So we're kind of ditching February 28th altogether, and besides, it still falls on this, that's when Horizon Zero Dawn comes out, so that was one of the bigger concerns when that original rumored release date came to be. So besides that, that's pretty much it for Crash. I mean, it's not, official news, it's not anything too huge, we have to take this all with a grain of salt, but it was worth mentioning because, hey, I mean, we're getting a bunch of, this is exactly how the teases and all of that started. Other divisions of Sony, I know this has nothing to do with Sony for the rumors and whatnot, but I'm just saying, when little sparks start, it grows into a fire. So, when they were doing all their teases, it was a Sony division from here, a Sony division from here, and now we're getting retailer from over here saying this date, retailer from over here saying this date. So, it's a lot of hearsay. We can't exactly, believe in these rumors, but we can speculate on them and which one of them sounds better. So, I mean, of the 2, May 26th or June 30th, which one do you think this potential date could fall on? Maybe it's none of those. Maybe it's some other date. So, who knows? But it was worth mentioning, so yeah. Next, it's about time! It's about frickin' time. But Namco has finally confirmed, both on their official Twitter and Facebook pages, that next week we're getting the official release date for the console versions of Tekken 7. Finally! It's been how long? I still remember when I shot the Trash Talk with Weston, back, it was E3 2014. It was E3 2014 when it was first revealed at EVO 2014. So we included it as a Black Sheep episode where it wasn't an E3 game per se, but it was still within that time period when all this news of these new games were popping up and whatnot. Tekken 7 was right there too, and you know how big of a Tekken fan I am, so I was like, yes, new installment. But then it came out in Japan, and it's all in the arcades and whatnot. It's being run in tournaments, still to this day, for the last like 2 years or so now. Finally we're getting the release date. Who knows when it's going to be. Apparently Namco had also talked about a bunch of their future games that have already been announced, Tekken being one of them, but they were giving out some dates like, we're gonna hit this game's coming here, this game's coming at this time. But Tekken never still at that point got an official release date. It was just like 2017. And some people are thinking, well, it was pushed, seeing as these games were being listed by, date, in order by date. Tekken was way down, apparently past the summerish date part with all the games that were being listed, so there's a chance that it could come out after the summer. But it's only going to be a few days' time, seeing as we're pretty late into this week. Next week, we're getting the official release date, and I'm fucking ready. So, it was worth mentioning because it's awesome, and I've been waiting for this game forever, so there's that. And last but not least, something really interesting that could potentially be something really exciting. We just have no idea what's going on here. These are teases on his Reddit AMA. Gabe Newell from Valve teased a potential something might be going on with either Half-Life or Portal or even both. Now, nothing was specifically said about, maybe a future sequel to this. Nothing about sequels or remakes or reboots or remaster. Nothing like that was ever said. But he just gave simple little yeses, nos, to certain questions. But when it came to like, is Valve still going to be working on, their typical like first player games? He said yes. Someone else asked, can we see a potential third IP that takes place within that same universe as Half-Life and Portal? Yes. So that's awesome. Not only that though, they were talking about VR a lot. So maybe there could be some kind of Half-Life VR game or Portal VR game. Seeing as there was a Portal VR-ish tech demo I remember seeing some time ago, last year, a few months back. I forget why they developed that. It wasn't so much of like a playable demo or some kind of like a game. It was just this kind of tech demo, it seemed. And it looked really freaking cool. And when I saw that, I was like, they're doing something with Portal. This is a new thing with Portal, which they haven't really done since I guess they lent the rights to for Lego Dimensions. Besides that, what did we get before that? Portal 2. So, something new could be coming for Portal, something new could be coming for Half-Life. So for the Half-Life fans out there, Half-Life 3 may definitely be happening. And for us Portal fans, Portal 3 can definitely be a possibility, and that's awesome, because I've already said it before. In the top 5 greatest or biggest, however I said it, game announcements, most anticipated game announcements, there we go, I had mentioned Half-Life 3/Portal 3 because Half-Life 3, as you know, has been memified to death and everyone freaking wants it. And Portal 3 comes up every so often, not as often and as heavily requested as Half-Life 3, but seeing as Portal 2 was super awesome, it did end on a kind of like, well, that is a bookend in a way. The only way they could continue it is with someone else, perhaps. I mean, unless Chell gets somehow roped back into Aperture, who knows? But the way they ended off Portal 2 was, pretty neat and tidy for the most part. So I'm not really sure how a Portal 3 could work, but that doesn't mean it can't ever happen. So it's not exactly something I would, I'm going to be like, I want to see it, I really want to see it, but I might still get excited if something like that ends up being announced, because it's like, hey, a new Portal game, freaking cool, what are they going to tackle this time, what's going to happen in this installment? So I'm super hyped for that, and I want to hear more about what Gabe Newell's thinking and what he's been teasing so far, so, it seems really cool. So, teases, not a whole lot of we're doing this or we're doing that per se. It was just more of, well, things are in development, so eventually you'll get to see what they are. But he never confirmed nor denied the fact that a Portal 3 could happen, Half-Life 3 might end up eventually happening, or some kind of VR thing with the two of those, or something. Something new is happening with either one or both of those franchises, what I'm trying to get across. So, get hyped. So that's really it. That's all I wanted to mention. What do you guys think about all this news? Which of these three are you hyped the most for? Knowing my audience, it's probably Crash. But tell me, Tekken fans out there, are you ready to finally hear the release date for Tekken 7? Portal/Half-Life fans, were you part of that AMA? And did you ask him questions? And did he answer any of your questions? And what do you remember from, because I didn't tune into the AMA, I didn't even know there was one going on. I just, at one point, randomly looked up Portal stuff, and a few days ago when I saw that this was happening, I was like, ooh, okay. So, news is sparkling around and things are buzzing, so I'm just trying to relay it to you guys. But what do you guys think? The Crash release dates, which one is real, which one is fake? Where do you think that the potential, actual, real, true release date can fall between and fall on? What day, what month? For Tekken, are you finally ready to hear that freaking release date for the console versions of this game? And also, Portal and Half-Life, which do you think will come first, if not both, at some point? Who knows what's going on with that? So, let me know all your thoughts and opinions and stuff in the comments below, as per usual. I'm Marcelo, I will see you guys later. Take care. Excuse me.